Hello, everybody, and welcome to Converse College, and welcome to History 100, Major Topics in Modern European History. My name is Tim Fisher. I'll be instructor for this course, and this little video is really just a way to say welcome and to give you the briefest of overviews of the course and the goals of the course and some key things that you will want to know. There's a second video which on your Moodle page says watch me second, and that will be a video that will tell you more about how to navigate Moodle itself, how to find all the things you'll need to find to get started. This is really, as I say, just a welcome and an overview for the course. Now the first thing I want to say is that this is an online course, very obviously, because you are all watching this, you should know this, but I want to emphasize, a few people have emailed me already to query this point, and I want to emphasize that we do not meet physically on campus at any point, neither before, during, or after the course do we have a need to meet on campus and discuss physically together anything. So everything this course is about, everything you'll do as a student, all interaction between me, the instructor, and you, the student, happens in Moodle in the online community. So if you've logged on to Moodle and you found our course page and you began to browse around, as you surely have as you're watching this, then you've done all you need to do to be ready to start, really. Okay, so this is me. My name is Tim Fisher, and that's my daughter there, Ellie, and my son, David. I wanted to show this rather terrible picture of me just because I think it's nice to have a face to fit with the voice that comes out of the computer at you. And I've taught at Converse as an adjunct in a number of capacities in the history department. I taught adjunct at Wofford, and my day job is at Spartanburg Day School. My wife, Whitney Fisher, works over in the Montgomery building. She's the Assistant Dean of Student Success. She does first year programming and career services, so you may well have run into her. Okay, so a map of Europe. That is to symbolize that this course is about European history, very obviously, as the title suggests, and our focus is not to do kind of a survey course per se. We don't do a thorough investigation of every single event that happens in our period of interest. Rather, as the name suggests, we select, rather cherry-picking, topics of interest which I have selected as being important topics in the history of Europe. Now, of course, there's a strong chronological push to the course. We look at events sequentially, and certainly overall I think we cover pretty much the major topics that you'd expect to find in the introductory course. But nonetheless, this isn't a survey course per se, it is a topics course. Now, our time coverage for the course is kind of the middle of the 17th century, 1640, to the 1950s, and those dates signify two important events. The first one is really, which will be your first topic this week, the English Civil War, which broke out in 1641. That's our first event, and then we cover a myriad of different events ending in 1954 with really the end of the first phase of the Cold War with the death of Stalin. So in between that we cover many topics, including royal absolutism, including world wars, including Industrial Revolution and the Enlightenment and Scientific Revolution. Just glance down the Moodle page and you'll see the topics we're covering. So as I say, the goal is to really kind of drill down during a number of topics and get to grapple with some history. So that's kind of the goal. Okay, course goals. Really, in my mind, there are kind of four categories of goals which, as a student, I would hope you gain some proficiency in. The first and the simplest is knowledge. That is, you gain some knowledge of the events which we will cover. So you can name names and identify places and that kind of stuff. It's really the memorization kind of stuff. But more importantly, and secondly, there is the understanding component to this, by which I mean that you can, understand why events occurred, understand the correlation between events, understand cause and effect, understand certain actors' involvement in events, and begin to make some more nuanced and mature statements about the past. The third category is argument, and this is very much the goal, I think, for historians of all shades, be it students or professional historians, and this is really using historical evidence to defend or refute claims about the past. So your ultimate goal will be to say, hey, I think this is what this topic is all about, and here's my evidence. I think this is the reason that why happened, this is my evidence. And of course this will be chiefly assessed, and you will do this mainly through writing papers. The other and last category is document analysis. I think it's important for anyone who is doing a history course to grapple with some primary documents, and you'll have ample opportunity in this course to do that. You'll have to obviously understand context and content, and also be able to use documents to defend claims, but also make some, stand back and make some claims about the reliability of documents and authorial point of view and that kind of thing. So they are, generally speaking, the goals. Okay, so next I will talk a little bit about assessed work, and that is the work which I will grade, which will make your grade. There are three different categories: participation, which is worth 40%, your exams, 2 exams, a midterm exam and a final exam, also worth 40%, and then papers, there's 2, one which is due around the time the midterm, kind of spring breaky kind of time, and one which is due at the end of the course, and that's 30%. I'm sure that you've all done exams before and written papers, and the Moodle pages have a lot of information about how to write papers and will give you the rubric and some advice. And similarly, there's information about the exam, and the exam will, yes, be done online. That's the first thing I should emphasize. You will not come onto campus and sit at a desk somewhere. You will be doing this online. But as I say, go back to the Moodle page after you've listened to this and the second video, after that video, and just explore what it says about exams. Participation is worth emphasizing in that participation is measured by your active involvement in the discussion forums. So this is your weekly bread and butter work. You will read, you will watch some videos, and then you will participate in a discussion. And I grade that discussion, and those grades come out to 40% of your overall grade. So it's very important that, as I say, you understand the significance of that. And again, the Moodle page has a whole Google Doc with some information and rubric and even a little video that shows you how to navigate the discussion forums. So I made that so there was really no reason not to quickly get into that and get going. So this week, the first week, you should strive to, of course, be a good participant in the discussion forums. A quick note on online learning. It is perhaps something that you listening have done many times before, that this is old hat for you, you've done online courses many times, or perhaps this is the first time you've done an online course. Either way, I want to emphasize that this is still a serious and a rigorous academic class, and that expectations that Converse College has regarding academic honesty and regarding the way you treat other people in the class still apply. And certainly I would hope that while we will have a hopefully entertaining and enjoyable online environment, people have got to be respectful of one another, and certainly I won't tolerate any kind of abuse. So just be aware of that just because it's on a computer and you're not seeing your classmates or myself face to face, don't think that the rules don't apply, because they most certainly do. Okay, lastly, I would encourage you, urge you, and expect you, in fact, to read the syllabus. This little chap pointing to the board is the picture that in our Moodle page you'll see, and if you click on him or next to him, you will get our syllabus. So read over that. It gives all the information I've kind of given you in this little video in more detail, and of course if there's any remaining questions or any areas that aren't clear, just email me and I will do my best to clarify any material. Okay, so that's the end of the first video. as I say, once you finish this, go back and watch the second video and just explore all the different things that are on the Moodle pages. I spent some time putting videos together, and I'm hoping that once you watch those and poked about a bit, it'll be very clear what this course is about. Okay, I'm very happy to be your instructor, and don't hesitate to email with any questions at any time. I'm always at the end of an email.